We talk a lot about how this place is like a family, and this morning we have some heartbreaking news about someone who is very dear to us here at Today.
So let's take a deep breath. With profound sadness, we share this morning that Uche Ojeh, the husband of our dear friend and Today co-host Sheinelle Jones, has passed away after a courageous battle with an aggressive form of brain cancer called glioblastoma. There are no words for the pain that we feel for Sheinelle and their 3 young children. Uche was an incredible person. We all loved him. And so we want to take a moment to tell you more about the remarkable man who was Sheinelle's perfect partner in life.
Those of us who work alongside Sheinelle every day know her infectious laugh and that brilliant smile that lights up our studio every morning. A light that would grow even brighter every time she spoke about her husband of 17 years, Uche. He was her perfect match. A man whose joyful spirit and quiet strength complemented Sheinelle in every way. Their love story began at Northwestern University in the late 90s, when Sheinelle, then a freshman, offered to show the visiting high school senior around campus. After 8 years of dating, Uche proposed on their alma mater's campus in the middle of a rainstorm. The couple married in 2007 in Sheinelle's hometown of Philadelphia, and went on to welcome 3 children, first Kyan, and then twins Clara and little Uche. Over the years, Uche built a successful career in consulting. But family, friends, and his deep and abiding faith were always his true north. He was an enthusiastic soccer player, sang in his church choir, and was devoted to his Nigerian heritage, instilling in their children a deep connection to their cultural roots. 2 years ago, when Sheinelle completed her first marathon, Uche was there at the finish line, his pride evident in his beaming smile, just as she cheered him on when he completed a triathlon. Little moments that captured the essence of their partnership, celebrating each other's victories, big and small. Uche was the kind of person who brought light, warmth, and joy to every room. Today, with heavy hearts, we celebrate his life, devoted husband, loving father, and a man whose generosity of spirit touched all who knew him.
Well, we just want to say, Sheinelle, Kyan, little Uche, and Clara, and the Ojeh family, we are with you. We love you. You are our family, and yes, we're just sending all of our love to you right now. You were really good friends with Uche.
Yeah, you know, and the last time we played golf together last fall, we had a number of conversations about, you know, just life in general. And one thing he always talked about those kids. He loved those kids more than anything else in this world, and was just so proud of his kids. It was like, he was that dad that was on the sideline at every soccer game. He was at all of the concerts and the recitals. He was that guy.
And they have such a beautiful love story, as we all know, and it's fun. And we've reflected recently about it. Like, they met, I mean, they were kids. Yes. Mm-hmm. She was 19 and he was 17, and she gave him a tour at college. And then they started dating, and, you know, he was by her side and stood by her. I mean, she was like living in little towns, working on the news, and she'd drive up to Chicago and see him on the weekends. They had a beautiful love story and true partners in life.
Yeah, he was this private guy, but he was wickedly funny.
Yes,
you know, just he would say things that kind of caught you off guard, but wasn't you know, braggadocious or anything. He was a very humble man.
Yeah, and Dylan, I mean, Sheinelle has been so strong through all of this, as was Uche, very strong.
You know, we all know Sheinelle, she's always smiling. She's just the bright light whenever she walks into the room. Even through this, you know, she relied on her faith, she relied on her friends. And I think back to COVID when they, as a family, were in South Carolina together. Like, they had this special just time of their life to just all be together, because that was the most important thing to each and every one of them.
And, you know, she has her humor. I mean, we all know that. There's nobody funnier than Sheinelle. And that humor, like, she's found the grace in the grief, which is not easy. But I know we've all, when we've spoken to her, just been completely inspired.
What has been remarkable also is watching the way with which she has dealt with this, dealing with a husband who's battling cancer and 3 young children that she has had to rear by herself for a while now, essentially. It's just, it really is, it's remarkable. And to your point, JBH, every time you would talk to her, she still found a way to laugh about something.
And ask about us.
Yes, oh yeah.
And if there's any silver lining, it was that we got to know his family, you know, and his brothers and his sister coming through and his parents and, you know, their family.
Listen, Uche has so many friends, college friends, friends from their time in Philadelphia. Those friends have surrounded the family during this time. And Sheinelle is a warrior, and Uche was a warrior. And they have been incredible, how she has risen to the occasion and then some.
Yeah.
I can't help but think about my own life and the situation. You think so much about these young children. You know, your heart goes out to them. My father was 46. I was 5 when my dad died. My dad was young, unexpected cancer diagnosis, passed. And I think back now, 45 years later, my faith in God. I mean, God has blessed me in my life. Here it is. So here I am, you know, the young kid. And now I say eventually, God gave me 2 incredible fathers, incredible figures in my life. And my life has been so fulfilling, and I'm so blessed for that. So I pray for their family and the kids that they'll have that fortune as well.
It's a good message for the kids, because this is not easy for children.
No. Yeah. You can survive the loss of your father as young people, as we did, and
thrive.
Not only that, and I've said that to Sheinelle. I've said, honey,
But they have such great faith.
They have.
But at the moment, it's tough to
It's terrible.
Of course.
But I'm glad. I mean, Uche, I think he would want people to know how much
I've been
his
praying
faith.
for years to my Father in heaven since he died. I say, I hope you know. I know you're watching over me. Like, I'm okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
You're home where you're supposed to be with your Heavenly Father, and I'm thriving here, and it's okay. Trying to take that burden off my father.
Uche had a beautiful, deep, abiding faith.
Yes, he did.
Every single day of this fight, and you could see it in his eyes. He was an extraordinary person. We love him, and we love you, Sheinelle.
We are with you. We love you. We are back with more of Today, right after this.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC, or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.